Well, someone who might know is Timothy Santon. He is a political commentator with Young Voices, and I'm delighted to say he's in the studio. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Thank you for inviting me. I'm fine, thank you.
Well, it's wonderful to see you.
First time.
Yeah, first time. But you don't look like it. So, so tell us your first story then.
My first story is the Observer leads with the story that many senior Tory MPs are calling Johnson delusional for.
That's pretty strong.
Having said during a press conference in Rwanda that he's thinking about leading the country into a third term, and this comes after quite an unimpressive week for the party. Not only the by-election results, but also the resignation of one of the major conservative loyalists, Oliver Dowden,
yes,
the
indeed,
chairman,
the Conservative Party chair, yeah,
and also strikes. So I think they were expecting a little more humility.
What was the word you used? An uninspiring week. It was a blinking awful week.
Awful, yeah.
Yeah, wasn't
awful.
it? Yes. So what does that mean? I mean, so you're basically saying that you've got you've got members of Parliament saying he's delusional. You've got Tory grandees saying, I really think he should leave. What's going wrong? Why isn't he getting the message?
Well, I think he is very confident in his in himself, and also in the fact that the Tory party doesn't have an alternative. I think the Tory party is in a limbo at the moment, whereby they don't think he is doing well on a number of issues, but also they know that deposing him isn't worth the drama that would inevitably ensue. Especially now.
I mean, the interesting thing is they said they would keep Boris Johnson as long as he remains a vote winner. Well, clearly, and looking at those two by-elections, he's not a vote winner. I think they underestimated that. I think they underestimated the popular opinion. I was in Wakefield, you bang on the doors, and people were talking about the cost of living crisis, inflation at 9%, and the government doing nothing.
Yeah. I mean, that's definitely something that is that people are concerned about, and the results in Wakefield and especially in Tiverton show that. I mean, in Tiverton, they lost 30%, almost 30% of the vote there. But I still think that any alternatives, such as Liz Truss, Jeremy Hunt, Tom Tugendhat, any alternative to Johnson, are not worth the drama at the moment. They would ensue from deposing him, and the Tories know that.
Well, I'm not sure, but let's just ask a question. So obviously he survived a vote of no confidence, and the rules say there cannot be another vote of no confidence for a year. Now, we know the 1922 committee are desperately trying to get people on that committee who don't like Boris so they can call another vote. Do you think that will happen?
I think it might. I think there are good chances that might happen. As you say, the 1922 committee can vote to rescind the grace period of 1 year between two votes of no confidence. But we'll have to see. We'll have to see in the next few weeks. There will be the next chapter in the possible.
Will Boris Johnson be Prime Minister at the end of the year?
I think he will, yes.
You do. OK. Let's move on now to steel tariffs. This is something that Emma touched on earlier. Tell us the story again.
Boris Johnson facing allegations that he is breaking international law once again because he has announced that he's going to impose steel tariffs on a number of developing countries. This is obviously an effort to win back support in red wall seats, where the steel industry is very important. This again is leading to allegation that he's breaching the World Trade Organization rules, and the Telegraph suggests that these breaches of the ministerial code were cited by Lord Geit, the former advisor, ethics advisor to the Prime Minister, in his resignation letter. So these, that's what the Telegraph reports. So these could be what Lord Geit was referring to. But again, steel tariffs, high taxes, even the Gove's plan, Michael Gove's plan to ban Airbnb lettings for a number of second home landlords. This all shows that the Tory party is not adopting the classic free market principles.
No. Any comment, Emma?
That's an understatement.
Oh, yeah.
The consequences of this steel tariff would be to just simply trash the economy. It's a fundamentally unconservative
And also trash our reputation.
Exactly, and it was very ironic coming from a Prime Minister who wanted to be seen as the champion of global Britain.
Yes, exactly. I mean, I think Boris Johnson makes up policies on the hoof. The fact is, it's all about Boris, and we've heard that from many people who are calling in and watching this programme, saying, actually, this is all about Boris Johnson, and when he's in trouble, he then grabs a policy, or any policy will do. That strikes me as one of those. He's desperate to shore up the red wall. Wakefield is not the only constituency that will go.
Exactly, but it also shows that he is abandoning. He's not a free market. The Tory party is not a free market party anymore.
No, indeed.
It's much more protectionist, statist, interventionist, and I think many Conservatives, especially in traditionally blue seats, like Tiverton, are recognising that and are choosing to opt for the Lib Dems.
Yes, indeed. Anyone but Boris. OK, tell me about the strikes and the Prime Minister's view on the strikes.
Yes, well, I think this will be crucial in his attempt to win back some credibility, how he handles these strikes. Because he has been warned not to give an inch to the rail strikes.
Who warned him?
Senior Tory MPs have said that he better get his act together on the strikes.
Why? Because then others will follow, I assume.
Others will follow. Industrial action might ensue. Hundreds of Unite and GMB union members have already voted to walk out at Heathrow, triggering summer chaos.
Yes, it sounds like a disaster. I have to stop you for the moment. I'm so sorry. Timothy Santon, thank you so much for coming in. This is Talk TV from the Talk Radio studios.